Hey guys, welcome back and happy Monday, which means happy hot messy topics day. And also, not only that, but we have Let's Whine About It at 7 p.m. Eastern. So right after you watch this, we're going live, Jason and I, at 12 p.m. Eastern, which is 9 a.m. Pacific. We have a lot to cover, a lot in the Bravo universe, and you don't want to miss it. But in the meantime, guys, we're back to talk about the fact that Garcelle is shading the hell out of Erika, calling her a freak show. Erika's clapping back. We have a new blind item regarding Diana Jenkins, and there's more. So before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so it looks like Garcelle is not holding back when she was doing the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills after show. And it's interesting. She's really coming into, honestly, since she started Housewives, we always see this, like this evolution of a housewife and coming into their own and clapping back. And with the reads get better, the confessionals get better. It's like after watching themselves on the first season, their first season, they know what to do and what not to do. And Garcelle, she's just definitely become a fan favorite. And for Sutton Stracke, she's kind of gotten up there too. I know some people, actually, she's becoming the woman that people either love or love to hate, but it's a good position for her to be in because it probably means that they're not going to cut her or take away her diamond anytime soon. Now, getting back to Garcelle calling Erika's behavior a freak show, she was talking about this on the after show, and she said, listen, my birthday party was a bit out of control. She hit on my older son, and then she cussed at my younger son. It was like a freak show. Honestly, Mexico falling out of the sleigh, I think all of those things, when does that cross the line? When is it you crossing the line? When do we go? We should probably look out for her. And this has happened once too many. Now, Erika feels like this is totally not genuine. She's like, I don't feel like she's authentic. I don't feel like she's coming from a good place. I feel like she's trying to rip into me in one of my hardest moments. And she did kind of give a nod to Garcelle's cheeky little, Erika, I don't have to make you look bad. You can do that all by yourself. And Kyle Richards even said that was a good one. That was a good little read. But for Erika, she feels like Garcelle is coming in and just trying to rip into her in one of her weakest moments, her lowest moments. And Garcelle saying that's simply not what's going on. But Kyle Richards is questioning, what is Garcelle's real motive here? Because if you were really concerned for Erika, why are you talking about it behind Erika's back to everyone else? Why are you not talking to Erika? Now, I can kind of explain this, I feel like, and this is complete conspiracy, but I think what Garcelle is doing is she's talking to Erika's friends, the ones who are actually close to her, because Garcelle's not that close to Erika. Garcelle always, has Sutton's back. She's always there for Sutton, and she sees how Erika has treated Sutton in the past. So she's like, listen, if Erika is capable of treating Sutton this way, I don't know if I want to be friends with someone like that. Just like she keeps Lisa Rinna at an arm's distance for the way that she treated Denise Richards. So I think what Garcelle's doing here, I don't think there's ill intentions. I think what she's doing is she's going around to the other people who are friends with Erika because those are the voices that Erika's going to listen to the most. Erika's not going to feel like she's backed into a corner. Think about it like this. Had Sutton or Garcelle said to Erika, listen, you were shit-faced. You've hit rock bottom, just like Lisa Rinna did. How would she have taken that? Instead, when Lisa Rinna says it, Erika's like, yeah, listen, I have to get control over this. I have to get my life back together. I get it. But when Garcelle brings it up, she's like, I've gotten control over my drinking. I've got, control over my mixing with my medications. Are you coming from a place of concern, or are you coming from a place of trying to take Erika down? She's defensive. And that's the exact reason why Erika, was not talked to by Garcelle, because Garcelle's like, it's going to go in one ear or out the other. If Sutton would have said the same thing to Erika, like, you were shit-faced, you were smashed, you've hit rock bottom, Erika would have ripped Sutton apart. That's what Sutton said in her confessional too. She's like, she would have eaten my face off. And I completely agree with that. Now for Erika, she said, I feel like she's judgmental talking about Garcelle, and I don't understand why, because she's gone through some things in her life that perhaps she should actually understand, I think, where I'm coming from. Obviously, she's giving a nod to Garcelle's older son, Oliver, who now works for Lisa Vanderpump, and he had a substance abuse issue, but he got control over it. And Erika added that she's continuously trying to undermine my integrity. I mean, all I can think in my head is Garcelle saying, Erika, I don't have to make you look bad. You can do that all by yourself. And I think that statement applies to this as well. She's always been on the opposite side, and she can never quite see where I was coming from. I've always felt that sort of energy from her. Well, I think part of it too is that Garcelle doesn't believe that Erika had no idea of what her husband was doing. And then on top of that, Garcelle was very vocal when she was on The Real, when The Real was still on TV. She was vocal about the whole diamond earring situation and the fact that, you know, Erika is always draped in diamonds. So why not give the diamonds back? I think that there are some, you know, some ideas that Garcelle has about Erika based off of how she is navigating all of the legal issues. And I think it annoys Sutton and Garcelle because they've been very vocal about this, at the fact that none of the other women are talking about anything that's happening with Erika, which is really the biggest storyline to talk about because they think that the rest of the women are afraid of her. Now, for Crystal Kung Minkoff, she admitted that she was suspicious of Garcelle's intentions with, you know, bringing up the drinking. And she was probably wondering, is Garcelle doing this just to get back at Erika for the way that she cussed at her son? She said, I think that there is concern. Okay. But I think that it was retaliation for how she treated her son, Jax. That could be true. She's a mama bear. Why wouldn't she retaliate? Any mother would retaliate. Most mothers would have not handled it that way. They would have gone above and beyond and ripped someone, you know, someone's head off. Most of the moms that I know, they wouldn't have handled it with that much class and given that person the grace to sort of explain themselves. They would have been like, excuse me, you're talking to my kid like that? Like, okay. Watch this. Now, on top of that, we have a blind item, which I wanted to talk to you guys about because this came out and it said blind item. This foreign West Coast housewife was questioned about her shady past, but producers cut the scene. How is that fair? I mean, I don't understand. Diane, you know, like if you think about it, Denise Richards sent cease and desist to Bravo to cut the Brandy scene because she didn't want it to affect her marriage. And she didn't want to look bad in the public eye. But Diana Jenkins, a lot of people have questions about her past and they're cutting scenes. Blind item number 9. In a scene that wasn't aired and would have aired this past week, if keeping a consistent timeline, this foreign-born West Coast housewife was questioned about her shady past and connections. Her approval and tests with audiences, well, with the audience, is the lowest of any housewife ever. I don't think Diana Jenkins will be back. I think that she'll be replaced, but sometimes they give them a second chance. She has the opulent lifestyle. I just don't know if they'll bring her back or if she would even want to come back. And then on top of that, Ronald Richards has been tweeting out, so Erika officially has to appear in court, and it's an in-person sort of situation. She's not navigating it through, you know, her attorneys. I believe it's to do with the Joseph Rui Gomez, the $11 million that he's fighting for. And the judge did rule that he is allowed to go after her for that money too, as well as Tom Girardi and the estate. So I'm wondering how that's going to play out. There's a lot happening in the Bravo world, especially Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And that's why we need Hot Messy Topics to mention it all. Guys, if you haven't already, go ahead, comment below. Let me know your unfiltered opinions. And before you go, don't forget to smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And literally right after you watch this at 12 p.m. today on Monday, we are doing Hot Messy Topics. Let's whine about it. Our members only more personal live is tonight at 7 p.m. If you guys aren't joining, or if you haven't joined, or if you never joined, I don't know what I'm saying at this point. It's $1.49 for your first month. So I'll put the link next to our Let's Whine About It in the community tab. That way you can click to join. I love you guys so much. Happy Monday. And let's knock this week out of the park. Bye, guys.